Yo, spoiler warnings moving forward, so if you're not trying to get spoiled by the Boruto manga, then you're gonna have to get out. If you're still here, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead, slide over, click the subscribe, and let's get ready for the video. Yo, welcome to the channel. It's your man, the Grass Ninja. We're tackling Boruto Chapter 69. We're doing the manga breakdown. The chapter is called Captives, alright? So it starts off with the cover page, and let me just tell you real quick, Ikemoto is flexing his skills, bro. The dude been drawing some dojins or something, bro, because the cover art of Delta right now is just looking fire, bro. The whole fit, the body position, like everything right now, it looks good, bro. It's a good art. So Delta, though, since we're on that topic, the chapter starts off, Delta's in that same position she was before. Now Eida's in the room. She's trying to swing, right? And she can't. Her body doesn't allow her to make contact with Eida. So it's like interesting because she's like, I don't know who you are, but I assume you're with the enemy, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack you. So Delta doesn't know who Eida is, right? So like, was there like a previous set of like Kara inners, like before the ones that we're familiar with, right? Like, was there a Kara first class, right? I made a video earlier on like Eida and Damon's connection with the Otsutsuki and stuff, and the missing Otsutsuki panels. And it was just like, maybe there was a team that Jigen had set up beforehand, and he went out with them in order to capture the Ten Tails from another pair of Otsutsuki, right? And they basically just pushed them out and made them retreat or back off, or they murdered them, or whatever it is, right? But then he had them all scrapped because he realized you two can just take down some Otsutsukis, and we stole the Ten Tails together. So was there like a Kara first class that got scrapped away, right? And then like, or is it like just simply like Amado has erased / reset Delta's memories so that like she just doesn't remember being a part of Kara or something like that, right? So like, it's weird. Eida and Delta, they've never met apparently, and Delta does not have any clue of who this lady is, okay? And then we move further on into the chapter, right? Sasuke and Boruto, they have a discussion. They start talking about how Kawaki killed Boruto and how he had to take on such a painful role, and Sasuke goes into the whole like all the rumors and stuff that are already going around about Kawaki. So like, the village already doesn't like Kawaki. They view him as an outsider who's only brought trouble, and now if word gets out that this guy who already has people hating on him killed the Hokage's son, then it's not gonna be going well for Kawaki. And Sasuke's like, the only people, or all the hate of this village should be pointed at me, and no one else should be bearing the hate of the village. So I find that interesting. Is like, if Boruto's trying to be like Sasuke, will he eventually take on that role of like being the one that the village points their hate towards so that there can be peace? Or is Kawaki gonna inevitably be like, he's just stuck in that rut? All right, because we go in right later in the chapter, and Sumire overhears, or she's just in that conversation with Kawaki and Naruto, right? But I'm getting ahead of myself, right? So yeah, like, Sasuke and Boruto, they end up talking, right? Boruto acknowledges that Kawaki is his true brother, like, again, right? And he even states that, like, Kawaki is the only one that he could have asked to perform such an unreasonable, like, mission. Like, when he says, like, I need you to kill me, like, he couldn't tell that to Naruto, he couldn't tell that to Sarada or Mitsuki. Like, he feels like since Kawaki is his brother, he's the only one he can trust to actually go through with it, you know, because they've got that bond, and like, their resolve is so strong. He felt like Kawaki's the only guy who can truly understand how deep and how powerful Boruto's resolve was in that moment, right? No hesitation, I got you, bro. Killed him, right? So Sasuke gives Boruto his headband, right? Because like, Boruto says that it feels as if that headband like toughened up and reaffirmed his resolve to do what he had to do, you know. So Sasuke's like, if it's that powerful and if it means that much to you, you should keep it, right? So it looks like when we get to that post time skip moment, right, Sasuke may or may not be dead, because it's not as if Boruto is unable to return the headband to Sasuke. Sasuke has now officially given it to Boruto, so in a way it's Boruto's headband, you know, passed down from his sensei. But then we start watching Sarada and Mitsuki. They're basically watching Boruto and Sasuke have this moment, right? And they end up discussing how it is super important that they need to start increasing their resolve and their power so that they'll one day be able to stand up and fight against a strong, mighty Otsutsuki, right? So in the words of Mitsuki, he straight up says like, they need to become strong enough so that they can face a mighty Otsutsuki like on their own, right? Boruto and Kawaki out here, they've got the resolve and they've got the power. Mitsuki and Sarada, they've been left in the dust. Like, they still look like children amongst these little boys. So it's like they need to step it up. So I'm thinking we're gonna get some off-screen training, and there's gonna be some power-ups soon. Like, we're definitely trudging more and more forward into the time skip era, right? So like by the time we get there, I wouldn't be surprised if Sarada and Mitsuki have developed some sort of strategy in order to like become more powerful, or at least compete with this Otsutsuki tier threat that they have yet to face, right? And then Kawaki ends up waking up this chapter, right? So Kawaki and Naruto have a talk, and it's like reflecting the same talk that like Boruto and Sasuke are having. So like these two talks are happening like at the same time, right? And Sumire unfortunately now knows that like Kawaki killed Boruto, okay? Which means like rumors are soon gonna start spreading around the village and stuff, and they're trying to keep this under wraps. Like, not everyone was supposed to know about this because they know that the villagers will start ostracizing Kawaki if they realize that this guy who's bringing like these threatening people to the village for just existing has now killed the Hokage's son. Like, no one is going to accept Kawaki for any of his reasoning or anything, okay? So now if Sumire goes out and she starts talking to Boruto's friends and stuff about like how Kawaki killed Boruto or whatever, those rumors are going to start spreading around the village, okay? And then the village is going to start talking about it. And then the eyes that Kawaki's getting right now, more people are going to look at him that way. And they're going to start looking at him the way they looked at Naruto. Like, he's just some monster, you know? So those rumors are about to spread out into the village. Kawaki's about to have a tough time, right? But then Sasuke and Naruto, they get called to battle, okay? Sasuke is bringing Boruto to help with Shikamaru's situation. Naruto has not said a word to Kawaki, okay? Now, this shows like the differences in how they treat their students or whatever. Sasuke has developed a trust, and he understands that Boruto can hold his own and is actually an ally, you know, or an asset to the battlefield. Naruto looks at Kawaki as if he still needs to sit in bed and think about what he's done, or he's not fit to participate in this next battle. He's holding back, like he's reserved when it comes to Kawaki entering another fight. So Kawaki activates his dojutsu in this moment. I don't know if he'll be able to sense the chakra or see where code is or anything like that, but he could always just teleport in. So if he senses that Code's chakra is next to Amado's chakra, or if this new dojutsu he has allows him to see chakra through walls and stuff, much like the Byakugan, then I don't see it like anything stopping Kawaki from just teleporting into that room by the next chapter, okay? So Kawaki's new dojutsu is activated. We don't really see anything come of that in this chapter. We check in on Eida and Shikamaru and the whole gang in Laboratory 3. Eida is surprised that Shikamaru's shadow paralysis is able to connect with her, alright? So you can hit her with certain jutsus if they don't directly inflict harm, okay? So the shadow paralysis was able to connect because that jutsu alone doesn't directly harm her. It's what you can do after that jutsu is connected that can cause harm. So if there's jutsus that can immobilize her but not cause her direct harm, you'd be able to hit her with one of those. So if you use the proper sealing techniques, you might be able to seal Delta away, or not Delta, Eida. You might be able to seal her away. You know what I'm saying? So like, as long as it's a sealing jutsu that doesn't like burn you up if you resist it, or like constrict your movements, you know what I mean? Like, if it doesn't directly harm you and it just seals you away, chances are you can hit her with it. So we're learning more and more of these limitations when it comes to their powers, right? So Delta, I keep saying Delta. Eida is basically, she's not as strong as we thought she was, okay? She's strong, but she's got limitations, okay? Now Ino goes ahead and she links the minds of Amado and Shikamaru in this chapter so they can converse without the enemy knowing that they're talking, right? Now, when they're talking and stuff, Amado basically tells Shikamaru like what the deal is with her ability and stuff, and Eida is essentially able to enchant you on an instinctual, unconscious level, okay? So like, no matter what gender you identify as, you will be captivated by her simp no jutsu, okay? Now this is important because I was wondering what it was that actually triggered the simp no jutsu, because Delta is mainly just robotic. Like, her consciousness resides in that drone in her back, and she could just jump from one cyborg to the next cyborg, but I don't even know if she's a cyborg. She's mainly an android controlled by like an AI consciousness, but her consciousness is inside of that little thing, and she's able to attack you on an unconscious level with the simp no jutsu. Okay, so even Delta is prone to simping to Eida's abilities. She basically is flustered. She's like, Delta is literally on the floor, and Eida is like the baddest bitch in the room, and Delta's not even jealous. She's like, she's so damn cute. So Shikamaru and Delta, they're out of commission. Shikamaru though shows that his willpower is almost capable of breaking through the captivation, but it's just not enough. Like, Amado warns him that if you push it too far, like, you can permanently damage your mind. You know, so if you push your mind's will to killing her, even though your body's instinctually telling you to stop it, you might do some psychological damage to yourself. But this poses the question, right? Could, like, if Naruto, right, mustered enough resolve to act like a true Hokage in the way Hashirama described it, would he be able to put hands on Eida? You know what I'm saying? Because we saw Hashirama explain it that, like, if anyone tries to harm my village, whether they be friend, brother, or even my own child, I will not hesitate to put them down. So, like, if Eida were to, like, actually threaten to harm the village, like, directly, would it, like, someone like Hashirama be able to just, like, wood style golem her? Or, you know, would, like, if Naruto could act like a real Hokage and muster up enough resolve, would he be able to hit an Odama Rasengan? Like, these are the questions I'm wondering, because, like, I know Code next chapter is probably going to end up mustering enough willpower for his faith in the Otsutsuki to combat Eida, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, Eida, essentially, right, she ends up spilling the beans, and she does the whole villain thing where she's like, here's my evil plan, right? So she spills the beans, and she enlightens Shikamaru on what her motives are, right? And she straight up says, like, she has no interest in Code's plans. She's just using Code in order to assist her with her mission, which is to tell Kawaki that she likes him and to try to be with Kawaki, right? Now, Shikamaru, big brain, big baller, straight pimpin' Shikamaru is over here like, yo, you want to get with Kawaki? That's my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not just come join Konoha, since you don't got no direct beef with Konoha? And I can introduce you to Kawaki myself, bro. I can, like, he literally straight up was like, all right, I mean, if you want to meet Kawaki, I can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you working with this loser Code? Like, you talking to the man himself, bro. I run the village. If I tell Kawaki he need to come over here, he gonna come over here. Like, that's how Shikamaru was playing it, bro. So the chapter ends off, right, with Shikamaru offering Eida a deal where she can leave Code and cooperate with Konoha in exchange for a chance to link up with Kawaki, alright? Now, what happens after that, you know, we don't know. Like, Kawaki might be like, girl, get this girl away from me, you know what I'm saying? And that just leaves Boruto, who's probably big brain enough to realize I can manipulate the situation, you know, keep her under wraps. Like, I've always said this, like, I feel like Boruto or Kawaki, they don't have to like Eida. They just gotta activate that swag, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta act like Light Yagami in Death Note, right? Just treat Misa Amane however you need to treat her to get the mission done, bro. like that's literally how it's gonna have to be, because there's no way, right? They've set up real relationship goals or whatever with Boruto and Sarada, and they've set up some minor stuff when it comes to Kawaki and Sumire. I don't think Aida's getting anything with anybody, but if somebody like Boruto or Kawaki, they can play that girl, they can play her, you know what I'm saying? Play shorty until they can until Amado can, like, fix her, you know what I mean? Like, that might be a thing. Like, why don't I talk to Amado and get you this ability fixed? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't love you like that, girl, but I can get you the love you need type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be baller as hell. I just want to see that Light Yagami swag. That's all I want to see. But like I was saying, 9 out of 10 chapters, super fun to read. Looks like Aida's going to be betraying Code next chapter. So if you're one of those people that came up with those theories, or you subscribed to that theory, you're right on the money. So I've been your man's the Grass Ninja. Let me know how you feel about the breakdown. Peace out.